Now on 767 News, 17 ministers sworn into government and 5 new faces for senatorship. Opposition protests outside the electoral office for an election recount of the Grand Forks constituency. And murder accused jailed for possession of marijuana. In sports, Exodus secures yet another win in 2014-2015 DFA Lime Premier Division competition. Welcome to a new week with 767 News. I'm Alicia George. Stay with me for the latest developments as they happen.
This is the new DL750, made to fit your lifestyle, whatever shape it takes. The new KitKat OS means it's faster and easier to enjoy the apps you love, like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. With colored covers you can change to match your lifestyle. A 5-megapixel camera with an amazing flash to capture the moments that matter wherever you are. The new DL750, lighter, smarter, brighter. Digicel.
Get up to 50% off in the season's biggest sale event of 2014 at Quartz, with prices slashed even further in a massive Christmas clearance on a range of items across the store. Now is the time to get all you need this Christmas: electronics, appliances, furniture, and even more. Offers on from Sunday, December 14th to Sunday, December 21st. But don't wait, shop now, because stock is limited. It's the season's biggest sale event with up to 50% off. This offer applies to both cash and credit purchases. So get to a Quartz store near you now.
Ozone. Use Ozone. 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 Never done till the dirt is gone. Ozone.
This holiday season, let Digicel help you find the best selection of 4G smartphones and tablets, like the Samsung Galaxy S5, the Digicel DL800, and the Blue Life Play. So visit your nearest Digicel store today to find the perfect gift and get a chance at winning loads of great weekly prizes with your purchase, plus the grand prize of up to $20,000 cash. Digicel.
Welcome back. First up this news time, 17 ministers on Saturday evening took the oath of office to serve as government of the Commonwealth of Dominica for the next 5 years. The 12 men and 5 women said their vows administered by His Excellency President Charles Savre less than 1 week following the Dominica Labour Party 15-seat election victory. While some former ministers regained their ministries, others were given responsibilities to manage new ones.
I, Peter St. Jean, do solemnly affirm that I will faithfully bear true allegiance to the Commonwealth of Dominica. That I will faithfully bear true allegiance to the Commonwealth of Dominica. I do affirm. I do affirm.
That I will faithfully execute the office of minister.
Without fear or favor.
Without fear or favor.
Affection or ill will.
Affection or ill will.
I will not directly or indirectly
reveal the business or proceedings of the Cabinet.
Reveal the business or proceedings of the Cabinet.
Or the nature or contents of any document.
Or the nature or contents of any documents.
Communicated to me in my capacity as minister.
Communicated to me in my capacity as minister.
I, Reginald Austrie, do swear.
That I will faithfully exercise the office of minister.
That I will faithfully exercise the office of minister. Ladies and gentlemen, Honorable Johnson Drago, Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries.
Returning DLP member Honorable Ian Pinard, as well as new members Honorables Rosalind Paul, Cassius Daru, Robert Tong, Francine Barron, Miriam Blanchard and Catherine Daniel were also given ministerial positions.
I, Catherine Daniel, do swear
that I will faithfully bear true allegiance to the Commonwealth of Dominica,
that I will faithfully bear true allegiance to the Commonwealth of Dominica.
so help me God.
So help me God.
That I will faithfully bear true allegiance to the Commonwealth of Dominica.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I, Ian Pinard,
being called upon to exercise the functions of minister
being called upon to exercise the functions of minister
in the Commonwealth of Dominica,
that except with the authority of the Prime Minister,
I will not directly or indirectly
that I will not directly or indirectly
reveal the business or proceedings of the Cabinet,
Honorable Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit was not required to take his oath of office since he did so on Thursday, December 11th, after being sworn in as Prime Minister on Tuesday. He will serve as Minister for Finance and Public Service. The count of 17 ministers is 3 more than last year's 14. To see the full list of ministers and their portfolios, visit our website at 767news.dm. And the ruling government, the Dominica Labour Party, has named its 5 senators in the House of Assembly. On Saturday evening, during the swearing-in of government ministers, 3 men and 2 women were named as DLP senators. 3 of the 5 were also named as government ministers. They are Honorable Robert Tong, who will also serve as Minister for Tourism and Urban Renewal, Honorable Francine Barron, who will serve as Minister of Foreign and CARICOM Affairs, and Honorable Miriam Blanchard, who will serve as Minister of State in the Office of the Prime Minister with special responsibility for project planning and implementation. The 2 other senators are Josiah Benoit, President of the National Youth Council, and Edward Rajish, General Secretary for the Dominica Labour Party. Opposition United Workers' Party will be asked at a later date to select their 4 senators for the next term. The Prime Minister also announced the nomination of Honorable Alex Boyd Knights as Speaker of the House of Assembly in the new term. Boyd Knights has been the longest-serving Speaker of the House in the history of Dominica, serving from April 2000. Well, it's back to business for the Dominica Labour Party as they continue to build a stronger economy in Dominica. Honorable Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit told an audience at the Winter Park Sports Stadium on Saturday that in this new term, particular attention will be given to the greening of the economy, modernizing and diversifying agriculture and the tourism product, and boosting manufacturing to create more wealth and employment. The construction of a new hospital in Roseau and Marigot and the expansion of the Portsmouth Hospital is also on the cards for development.
Once the conditions for economic development are in place, we have a strategy to draw on both our natural and human resources to stimulate our economy, expand the private sector, and use the revenues that accrue to government to provide essential services to our people.
A national health insurance scheme in collaboration with the Pan American Health Organization, the establishment of an ICT park, continuation of the government housing program, and the eradication of pit latrines are among other developments. The government also plans to invest in a vessel that will transport Dominica's agricultural produce to regional markets and to diversify the economy by identifying and developing a number of growth industries, including fisheries and tourism.
To start with, we have now transformed agriculture from total dependence on one crop, using the old methods of production. We now have farmers producing a wide range of agricultural products. We have also modernized agriculture through the Agricultural Center, built with the support of the People's Republic of China. The Dominica State College will also establish a new faculty to help train more and more young farmers in Dominica.
The Prime Minister in his new term is expecting that the tourism industry will account for 15% of GDP, while manufacturing offers an additional 10%. Prime Minister Skerrit also reiterated the government's pledge to bring down poverty levels from 28% to 10% by the year 2020, with the improvement of sectors such as the public service and expansion of the Prime Minister's public support program and the Yes We Care program. In other stories, murder-accused Sean Flora of Good Hope, who had been out on bail, is now an inmate at the Dominica State Prison. Flora is accused of killing Raymond Lazo Mingo in September of 2010 at Casa Bruce. However, on December 10th at Good Hope, he was charged with intent to supply 1,285 grams of cannabis with a 2,800 street value, threats and battery on Steve Serafin and damaging a monitor belonging to police worth $1,121. Flora pleaded guilty to the drug-related offense and not guilty to the other 2 charges. The facts indicated that police had visited the home Flora shared with Serafin after Serafin reported him to police. According to Serafin, Flora beat him after accusing him of stealing his weed. While there, police saw the cannabis hanging by a window on a string, some on the floor and some on the bed. Flora admitted that it was weed when questioned by the police officer and was arrested and subsequently charged. On Friday, before Magistrate Candia Caret George, Flora told the court that after he was bailed on the murder charge, he had gone to his mother's house, but because her husband is a pastor, he could not stay at the home long and therefore left. He said he was employed for a short time and after the project closed, he started planting weed, adding that he did not know marijuana was illegal in Dominica. He further stated that marijuana was a job for him because his father smoked and therefore it was in his bloodline. I poor, I need to survive. All I need now is a job. I cut my hair to look decent in the public. I have 7 subjects. I'm hungry and that might result in more crime, he told the court. After listening for 20 minutes to what was supposed to be a plea in mitigation, Caret George sentenced Flora to jail for 4 months. Bail was denied for the other charges since he had breached one of his bail conditions, which was to be of good behavior. The preliminary inquiry into the murder charge and the recent charges is scheduled for March 4, 2015 at Casa Bruce. The United Workers' Party supporters take to the streets to protest unfair election procedures and an outstanding $270,000 lottery ticket holder may have claimed. Find out more when we return.
Ho, ho, ho! It's the ram that I want to pull up my belly. It's the ram that I want to batting the batting.
Play Big 4 and win even more this Christmas. Spend $9 or more on Big 4 tickets and get a free letter. Spell ham, rum, or buy and win hams, single barrel rum, and shopping vouchers. Plus, non-winning promotional tickets gets a chance to win one of 4 supermarket shopping sprees valued at $1,000. The more tickets you buy, the more letters you get to win. Have a cheerful ham and rum Christmas from the Dominica National Lottery. Promotion starts November 10th to December 31st.
Ozone. Use Ozone. 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 Never done till the dirt is gone. Ozone.
Make their wishes come true at Courts this Christmas. Gifts for Dad you know he'll love. Something special just for Mom. And gifts for Big Brother and Sister too. Shop today and pay absolutely nothing until February 2015 on 24 months and over accounts. So complete your gift list this Christmas only at Courts, bringing value home.
Fiesta sausages are about to rock your breakfast world. Stock up with plenty of Fiesta sausages because as soon as you serve your family a breakfast with Fiesta sausages, they disappear. And you have to keep adding more and more Fiesta sausages. So you better have lots of Fiesta sausages in your kitchen cupboard. Buy them by the dozen and they come in regular and hot and spicy. The whole family can enjoy Fiesta sausages. Ask the boss. Right place, right price.
Christmas is the time of year that you do whatever it takes to make everything just right. When everything is in place, the magic happens. So let us help make this a memorable Christmas for you and your family. With a chance at winning your share in over $50,000 in cash and prizes. Simply top up $15 or more, pay your bill in full, sign up for a data plan, or join the Digicel family. Come together and make Christmas extraordinary. Digicel.
Thanks for staying with us. The United Workers' Party Team Dominica declared Friday, December 12, 2014, UWP Team Dominica Solidarity Day in support of democracy and as part of the struggle to return Dominica to free and fair elections, a press release said. Members of Team Dominica and party supporters took to the streets on Friday to voice their dissatisfaction with results from the December 8 polls, which indicated that the Dominica Labour Party candidate, Honorable Ivor Stevenson, had won that seat rather than UWP candidate Dr. Thompson Fontaine. In the release dated December 12, 2014, UWP trustee and former Roseau parliamentary representative Norris Prevost said there is no question that Dr. Thompson Fontaine is the winner of the Mont John Grand Forks constituency. We cannot sit idly by whilst the Skerritt administration in broad daylight steals away our democracy. The protest began outside the electoral office on Turkey Lane in response to a call from United Workers' Party leader Lennox Linton to join him in visiting the electoral office to seek answers pertaining to the December 8th results. The UWP leader demanded that the Electoral Commission make themselves available to talk to his followers and the people of Dominica about these concerns. Meanwhile, UWP candidate for the Grand Forks constituency, Dr. Thompson Fontaine, is calling for a full investigation of why valid ballots cast in his favor in the December 8 national elections were rejected for reasons outside of the electoral laws. As part of Solidarity Day, a memorial community prayer meeting was also held on Steber Street in Portersville in honor of party stalwart, the late Priscilla Robinson, a founding member of the Roseau Central constituency, who was killed in a tragic incident on election Sunday, December 7th. UWP Team Dominica continued its solidarity action with a mass thank you meeting in Lago. And in related news, Lago Roseau was where United Workers' Party supporters gathered for the end of election thank you rally. Members of the UWP Team Dominica organized the meeting as a way to say thank you to the thousands of supporters and benefactors who rallied with the party during this election campaign.
We're here tonight to thank each and every one of you. All of you who are part of constituency associations and party groups, all of you who left your homes because you wanted to be part of some fundraising effort, or you just wanted to come to a meeting, you wanted to be at one of our forums, you wanted to be there supporting what we were doing for you and our beloved Dominica. We thank you very much for it.
Linton thanked the bus drivers, first-time voters who voted for change, service providers, and everyone who dug into their own pockets because they believed in change. Similar sentiments were shared by members of the opposition.
I want to dedicate my victory in Roseau South to the Almighty Father. He ordered my steps, and He will continue to order my steps. For who's jobless? Walk the streets of St. Joe, I can walk with my head held high. I don't know why they're still angry, you know. But you know why? Because they cannot lie, steal, and cheat their way through life. You cannot be happy when you do that. But we run it clean, we run it fair. And that is why tonight we can stand here and rejoice.
Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. We, the United Workers' Party, will continue to provide honest leadership to this country. And Roosevelt Skerritt and the Labour Party will have hard days coming on them. Hard days coming on them. Because we, the United Workers' Party, will maintain the pressure.
And the holder of the $270,000 Super 6 winning ticket may have claimed their winnings. Sales and marketing manager at the Dominican National Lottery, Ken George, told 767 News today, Monday, that someone called to say they have the winning ticket. However, procedures must be followed in order to be sure. The lucky Super 6 ticket was bought in a shop at Granby sometime in November, but remained unclaimed. The sales and marketing manager had been urging the winner to come forward, as it would be a shame him to lose such a large amount of money. George said more information will be provided when the person satisfies the requirements and receive their check. A lottery winner has 90 days, 3 months, to claim their winnings before it becomes invalid. And in other stories, several dignitaries and Caribbean leaders came to Dominica to witness the swearing-in of government ministers. But one in particular came with a message for parliamentary representatives and ministers with responsibility for the people. In his address on Saturday, Prime Minister of St. Lucia, Dr. Kenny Anthony, reminded the parliamentarians of the Dominica Labour Party that technology cannot replace face-to-face interaction with the people. Dr. Anthony added that people must remain at the forefront of politics.
My message is simple. Put the people first. Cry with them. Share their pain with them. Pray with them. Celebrate with them. But never ignore them. And never ever think that this piece of technology is the substitute for the people.
One of the biggest challenges that the DLP administration faced this election was criticism from the people about lack of representation from parliamentary representatives. Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit responded by saying that anyone who is not prepared to be responsible to the people will be fired.
To my colleague parliamentarians, that staying close to the people must be extremely important. And I give you the solemn assurance, the people of Dominica, that you shall see your parish more often than you did in the last term. And they shall be more accountable to you. Because I am not in the business of men and women going to ask you for your vote, and when you vote for them, you cannot see them for 5 years. It is wrong, and it should not continue.
Meanwhile, Asad Michael, Minister of Tourism, Economic Development, Investment and Energy in Antigua and Barbuda, was happy to welcome back Prime Minister Skerrit, stating that he is the right captain to sail the ship.
Labour parties throughout the Commonwealth Caribbean are the heritage parties, the foundation, the rock upon which we stand, with long and rich histories of competence and caring for the masses. But the Labour parties are born from the working class struggles of the people. In the bosom of the working class struggles, these Labour parties of the Caribbean were born. In order to successfully address the many challenges which Dominica faces, you require skill. You require competent leadership. You have the right man in the person of Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit. I say to you tonight, you have the right captain to sail this ship.
Immediately following the swearing-in ceremony, the Prime Minister and his regional counterparts traveled to Cuba for an ALBA summit. And that's it for local news. Sports news is coming up next.
Ho, ho, ho! It's the ram that I want to pull up me belly. It's the ram that I want to batting the batting.
Play Big 4 and win even more this Christmas. Spend $9 or more on Big 4 tickets and get a free letter. Spell ham, rum or buy and win hams, single barrel rum and shopping vouchers. Plus, non-winning promotional tickets gets a chance to win one of 4 supermarket shopping sprees valued at $1,000. The more tickets you buy, the more letters you get to win. Have a cheerful ham and rum Christmas from the Dominica National Lottery. Promotion starts November 10th to December 31st.
Digicel Play wishes to advise all customers of ongoing upgrade works on our network across Dominica. We are aware that some customers may be experiencing interruptions in their service. Please be informed that the ongoing works will be carried out over the next few months as we upgrade to the next generation of broadband technology. As such, we apologize for any inconvenience caused. Our technical team will attempt to reduce any outages to a minimum. We thank you, our customers, for your patience and look forward to launching new products to Dominica over the coming months.
Crunchy, cheesy, and unbelievably tasty. Cheapy snacks are loaded with flavor and are sure to satisfy your wildest snack cravings. Try one of our special snacks today. Share it with a friend or savor it alone. The choice is yours. And when you buy Cheapy snacks at Astafans, you know you're paying the lowest price you can find anywhere. Astafans, right place, right price.
Not long ago, I planted a crop of bananas. Then suddenly they started dying one after the other. So I checked the books and they didn't tell me much. So I went on the internet and did a search. One of the websites told me that black sigatoka disease could be the problem. It said cut the affected trees and use spraying methods periodically on the farm. As a banana farmer, I got excited about the internet. Information is powerful, but it's how we use it that defines us. I was definitely saved by broadband.
Sign up for Digicel Play Superfast Broadband Internet Service.
Welcome back. In sports, Exodus has continued their winning ways in the 2014-2015 DFA Lime Premier Division competition. In their first encounter of the second round at Dubla on Saturday, the league leaders edged out newcomers Maho Soka Strikers by 1-0. The lone goal, which separated the two teams, came via the own goal route. In the only other Premier Division encounter, defending champions Northern Concrete and Steel Bombers defeated Icons by 2-0. Duan Hector scored 1 goal. The other goal was scored by an Icons player. In the Domlec Women's League, Dive Dominica Hallam United edged out defending champions New India Goodwill Runners by 1-0. The lone goal of the match was an own goal. In another women's encounter, New Generation Sports Club failed to show up for their encounter against Maho Soka Strikers. In more football, defending champions Ian Pinat Boca Juniors had to settle for a share of the spoils when the action continued in the 2014-2015 Carib Sand and Stone Point Michel Football League. On Sunday evening at the Pori Park in Point Michel, the defending champions was held to a 2-all draw by former champions Ghetto Youth. Kazim Pelte scored both goals for Ghetto Youth. For Boca Juniors, Hanif Gregoire and Sylvester Pelte scored 1 goal each. In another encounter on Friday evening, Ian Pinat Soufriere Spartans collected their second win of the season when they won by default over Bellevue Chopin Young Gunners, who failed to show up for the encounter. And in cricket, veteran West Indies left-hander Shivnarine Shandapur will enter the opening test against South Africa starting on Wednesday with his top 3 spots in the world batting rankings under threat. In the latest rankings released Sunday, Shandapur remained 3rd but had Australian short marker David Warner breathing down his neck in 4th spot. Warner hammered a century in each innings of the recent Adelaide Test against India to jump 2 places up from 6th and is now only 7 rating points behind Shandapur with 880 points. And with the second test against India in Brisbane also starting Wednesday, it means Warner will have the opportunity to further close the gap on Shandapur. Likewise, West Indies' 3-test series against the Portuguese presents Shandapur with an excellent opportunity to make movement up the rankings. The 40-year-old veteran of 158 tests is a single rating point behind South African stroke maker Ab de Villiers, who will also be involved in the series against the Caribbean side. Shandapur is the only West Indies player in the top 10. And that's it for the latest in sports news. Now for a recap of the headlines. 17 ministers sworn into government and 5 new faces for senatorship. Opposition protests outside the electoral office for an election recount of the Grand Forks constituency. And murder accused jailed for possession of marijuana. In sports, Exodus secures yet another win in 2014-2015 DFA Lime Premier Division competition. And that's all the time we have for now. Drop us an email at media@767news.dm. Friend us on Facebook and be sure to like our 767 News page. From all of us on the 767 News production team, I'm Alicia George, wishing you a wonderful evening and thanks for watching.
Boom, Miss Sinai, it's my time to get on bad when I jam in at everybody.
Come celebrate with me. But if you don't know me yet, don't worry, man, we go take a jam in a party. Yeah. Put one hand in the air. 767 News.